The prayer Prabhupada writes on the glorification of his spiritual master, and this was very dear to Bhaksana Prabhupada. Prabhupada just initiated at that time. This was written in 1935. And 1933 Prabhupada was initiated. After 2-3 years of his initiation, he has written a prayer, okay, glorifying his spiritual master. You know, we're not putting Prabhupada like us, our initiation and all, it's an acharya. But you see, the same mood is there, the same realizations are there, even at that point. So he's writing, adore, adore ye all, the happy day, blessed than heaven, sweeter than May. When he appeared at Puri, the holy place, my Lord and Master, his divine grace. So, the appearance of a great Acharya, you know, we have in the Guru Parampara, there is Srila Prabhupada, and his Guru is there, Bhaksana Prabhupada, his Guru is there, his Guru is there. This is called Guru Parampara. So he's saying, he's written this prayer on the appearance day of his spiritual master. He's saying this day is so auspicious, sweeter than May, because you know, May day is there. These are all considered happy days. So this is very sweet, my Lord, your appearance. My Lord and Master, his divine grace. O my Master, the evangelic angel, give us thy light, lit up thy candle, struggle for existence of human race, the only hope, your divine grace. Prabhupada says, today, we see the struggle is so much artificially created. The world being, practically it is run by the Western culture today. The whole world has no option practically left. They are the economic powers, they are the cultural powers. Everybody has to agree. You know, he has to forcefully follow that. That's even all the intellectuals around the world are sold out. You know, they have no standing remaining now. Everybody feels that this is the way. What is called hedonism. So struggle for existence. The struggle for existence has become the nature of the civilization. Otherwise, human civilization should be very peaceful. So he's saying, this is what I have seen, my Lord. Our only hope. You are a hope to pull us out. Otherwise, we are getting dragged by the struggle for existence, which is more and more becoming acute. The more people live peacefully, simply, more their life is beautiful. But the more people live in a way in which they don't care about rules and regulations, more their life, instead of becoming joyful, more it becomes full of struggles. Misled we are all going astray, save us Lord, our fervent pray. Wonder thy ways to turn our face, adore thy fit, your divine grace. Misled we are, actually all of us are misled. This is just like I was telling about the Western civilization. We are all misled actually. We don't know we are not the body, we are a spirit, soul. We don't know what is the business to become happy, how we can make our life successful. Nothing. I was telling that point about Prabhupada says about hope. He says, when I came to your country, first thing I found looking at the youngsters, they have no hope. Yeah? There is something different when you see a person who has a hope in his life. He is so blissful, he is every moment purposeful. Here, hopeless people I was seeing in your country. Hopeless. But now, people have, by good fortune, taken to Krishna consciousness. I see they have got hope now. And they write letters, how they are now finding hopeful. Okay? What is the hope actually for a conditioned soul? No hope actually. Because you're going to die. Where is the hope? Where is the hope? Artificially you can drink and forget everything and enjoy. That is a dog's life. But in reality, where is the hope? Yeah? Suppose we are caught in a slaughterhouse or on a concentration camp equivalent and we are going to be killed. Where is the hope? What is the hope of an animal in a slaughterhouse? And where is the hope of a man caught in a concentration camp? Or, the kind of camps, were there for the Jews. Where is the hope? When you know you're going to die, practically they starved them to death, most of them. They were like skeletons walking, correct? Have you seen those pictures? Terrible little Holocaust pictures. They're just like skeletons. They used to pile them like, bricks. No respect for their life at all. So suppose you are seeing one by one people are dying like that, they are not being given fed anything, and you say, I have a hope. There is no question of a hope. Now I think positively. You are an idiot or what? Where there is a question of thinking positively in a slaughterhouse, idiot. Correct? You need knowledge. Within that, if you can think positively, you need to have some knowledge and understand. What is the knowledge you need to know? How to get out of the slaughterhouse. If you don't receive that knowledge, how to get out of the slaughterhouse or how to get out of the concentration camp, still think, happiness is in a state of mind. Happiness in a state of mind. Tomorrow your day is getting to get slaughtered. This is all fool's paradise. I was telling that example, somebody told Prabhupada that I was talking to a man, he says, I am not scared of death and I am very happy. Prabhupada said, don't waste your time with him. He is a madman. Correct? So therefore we should understand, let us not be a madman. Correct? So we are in distress in this world, we are misled in this world, and actually the guidance the Acharyas give, how we can be saved from this Mrityu Samsara Vartmani is actually, therefore, and then he's saying, wonder thy ways to turn our face. Now the Acharyas, one of their prerogatives is that they utilize whatever facility possible to preach. Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada is perhaps the first person to start using vehicles to preach Krishna consciousness. No hesitation. He sent his disciples all around the world, go preach. Even to this day, there is a matha there, one sannyasi went to America, they are in tension. Correct? He went to open some temple and tension. That means the revolution they have not created what he created 100 years ago. They are still 100 years behind us. Later, other things you forget. That because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they can never catch up unless they accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But already 100 years, even by one principle, they are 100 years behind us. This what you call that, update should have happened 100 years ago. They have not still got this. Arey, you have knowledge, definitely Dvaita Siddhanta is also so beautiful. Reach, no? But why you are just locked up now, only in the community, only who come to the temple, matha. If they don't come to the matha, samskaras are not there. They are not of a community, samskaras are not there. So, waste time. Adore thy feet, your divine grace. So he is saying, wonder thy ways to turn. What the other revolution Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada was? The revolution was on the printing. He said, yes, everything should be printed. Now you see, we can read these prayers. If it is not printed, how we can read? From that time, magazines he launched, books he launched. He said, let them be used to spread the message. Yes. Forgotten Krishna, we fallen souls, paying most heavy the illusion's toll. Darkness around, all distress, only hope your divine grace. Okay? Forgotten Krishna, we fallen souls. You have all forgotten Krishna, and that is in fact, Prabhupada also explains, he gives a big lecture explaining this prayer later. So, forgotten Krishna, yes, we have, in the present condition we are in, we have forgotten that we are body, we are soul, not the body. That is the first thing we have forgotten. And what is the other thing we have forgotten? Our relationship with Krishna. What is the particular relationship this Jiva, this Atma has with Krishna? We don't know. Completely in darkness here. And imagine we are thinking we are in light. Tamaso ma jyotir gama. Therefore, Prabhupada says, whatever energy the Lord has bestowed upon us, each one of us, or the whole humanity, is to realize Him. That's all. It has not been given for any other purpose. Just like it is said, tongue is given for the purpose of chanting God's name. It has not been given for any other purpose. But you from this tongue chant so much, kapadkan, that's your business. Correct? Therefore, the tongue is called unchaste when it doesn't chant the names of the Lord, because that is the only purpose God gave you tongue. He didn't give you tongue to sing film songs. He has not given you tongue for that. That is a misuse. And previously it was known. All the art in India was for Krsna. All the dance in India in the beginning, any dance form. Some people would have known if you have gone to the dance school. First thing, it was only the Lord, even traditionally. It was only the Lord, there was nothing else. If they had a painting, it was the Lord. Music, it was only the Lord. There was no other music. There was no other music allowed. Only music, glorification of the Lord. So whatever is there bestowed by the Lord, it is only for God's glorification. The moment you touch one thing for something else, immediately we are a criminal. Immediately we are a criminal. Because it doesn't belong to us. Now anything is there in this world, bestowed by God to us, we should use for His pleasure, because it is His actually. This is common sense actually. If something belongs to me, it should be used for my pleasure. Because everything belongs to Krsna. Therefore, it should be used for Krishna's pleasure. Okay? But you have forgotten all of this. So forgotten Krishna being fallen soul, therefore it is called fallen souls. Paying most heavy the illusion storm. And therefore we are paying with so much anxiety, with so much disturbance, the illusion storm. Darkness around all distress. That is what the world is today. They are saying they are coming into light. Prabhupada used to say, even this so-called education is sapping people's energy unnecessarily. When Prabhupada told to open Gurukul, they asked Prabhupada, what all you should teach there? What all you should teach? Teach Sanskrit? That's enough. Okay, teach little English also. They have to preach all around the world. Prabhupada, some botany. Why you want to waste their time? Straight Prabhupada, why you want to waste their time? Some geography? They were asking it. Geography, tell them where is America, where is England, how they will travel other way. That much enough. Don't tell them more. Basically, the point is, why waste people's time? Actually, the so-called big education system we have created is simply wasting people's time. First thing, we have created a civilization wherein unless you do this stupid education, you cannot earn your bread. Correct? We have created a civilization like that, and people have to suffer. People, those who have passed education, they will not talk about it because they have forgotten the suffering there. But the going through, my God, why this was created? A huge 25-year-old hell. So it is not needed actually. But anyway, we take best use of the band bargain. So darkness around, but anyway, the point of even this education, but don't miss out the real education. The darkness around all distress. So what I can see, he's not saying, oh, like people say, oh, we are technologically we are advancing. Darkness around, saying darkness. This is not it. Knowledge. Knowledge means which makes me come in contact with God. Everything else is darkness, not knowledge. So therefore he is saying darkness around, and what does knowledge leads to? All distress. Correct? Prabhupada says, if whole world become Krishna conscious, there will be no more. Not possible. Not possible. Because Krishna is seeing you at every instance. There is no sinful activity also. How? Krishna is seeing you at every instance. Krishna is seeing at every instant. He is there in my heart, He is there everywhere, He is watching me. How can I do sinful activity? You will be caught. Krishna is watching me. Correct? You will be punished. No, you cannot escape the punishment of Krishna. Punishment of Krishna is like mother's punishment to reform. But Krishna's love is very intense, the punishment is also very intense. Okay? So in that way, darkness around and there is all distress. The only hope, your divine grace. Message of service thou hast brought, the meaningful life as Caitanya wrought. He says, you have brought the message of service, service to Krishna. You have brought this message, thou hast brought. A meaningful life as Caitanya wrought. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the process of Krishna consciousness that he has given is very practical actually. There are some people who think they are more intelligent than Krishna. Kali Yuga jokers are such, particularly Hindus of India. They think they are more intelligent than Krishna. More intelligent than Krishna. Don't read Gita. Don't read Gita. Gita is impractical in their mind. It should be written after 80 years, maybe little other. This is the situation of today. Lord Chaitanya again came 500 years ago. Again he has given the process for mass to apply. And again we think he is impractical. So this is not the situation. He says meaningful life as Chaitanya taught. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has brought forward a very meaningful life, very practical life, in which Krishna conscious life is possible, even within this difficulties of Kali Yuga. A lot of concession Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given. The tapasya has been reduced so drastically. Unknown to all, it is full of praise. That is your gift, your divine grace. He says nobody knows this unique gift given by Lord Chaitanya, which you have brought to public. Absolute is sentient, thou hast proved. Impersonal calamity, thou hast removed. Now this is beautiful. The reason why it is beautiful is that Prabhupada said, my Guru liked it very much. But so the Prabhupada, Prabhupada was like so devoted to his spiritual master. Even though Prabhupada actually lost his poem after writing, it was published in one of the, immediately Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada told when he saw this publication, he had a monthly magazine. Prabhupada did not have a copy of it. And his movement started even, but he remembered this 4 lines. And he said, my spiritual master was so pleased to hear those 4 lines. And he showed it to many of his visitors. So that is the heart of a disciple. He is so pleased when Guru is pleased. That is a satisfaction. And what is the meaning? Absolute is sentient. What is he trying to say? Yes, Krishna is a person. God is a person. There are some people who say there is God, there is no God. And first, what is God? There are many people. There is no God. First, let us define God, then you say it is there or not there. And generally, what is the idea of God people have? Some kind of controller. No, that is not the definition of God. Where this definition of God has come? The definition of God is Janmadhyasya. That is the definition. Bhagavatam starts with that. First proper definition. Bhagavatam is nothing but a glorification of the pastimes of God. But how does the Bhagavatam start? The first line, Janmadhyasya, the source, absolute source. There has to be a source from which everything has come. So God has to be there. But the question is, what is that source? The atheist of this world says some light was there. That is madness. Because I am living, how can the light produce a living thing? In this world, we see there are certain things are living, certain things are dead. Dead things cannot combine and produce living things. There is no proof of that. That is only in post-dated checks. One day, just like Prabhupada sometimes, some botanist came to Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, yes, what do you study? We study botany. So Prabhupada, why don't you take some chemicals, combine and make some seed and put it into the ground and one tree will come out like banyan tree. Prabhupada started laughing. You can do that. You cannot do that. So, but still, there was one scientist Prabhupada was talking to, and they were discussing about grass. He was talking that we have written hundreds of books about grass. So Prabhupada, why not about the person who made the grass? For that one page you don't discuss. So this is, Prabhupada says, is a mistake of the approach of people today. They start somewhere in the middle. They cannot go to the beginning. They don't know what's the beginning. They're not interested. Somewhere in the middle they start, and neither they know what's the conclusion, end of knowledge, neither they know what's the beginning of knowledge or beginning of anything. So this is the mistake. So absolute is sentient. Thou hast proved, is writing, my spiritual master, you convinced all of us. God is sentient. He is a person. Correct? That's why we now are doing Damodar Aarti. Why? Because God is a person. Impersonal calamity, thou hast removed. Because some people feel God is not a person. He said that's a calamity. That's a disaster, such kind of idea. You have removed such an idea. This gives us life, anew and a fresh worship that fit your divine grace. So here, this proper message that you have given to us gives us a new life. I worship your fit for that. Had you not come, I said, had you not come, these all things would not happen. Who had told the message of Krishna forceful and bold. He said, forcefully and boldly, the way you preach the message of Krishna consciousness. Had you not come, how this would have spread? That is your right. You have the maze. So you have been empowered to do this, and that is your right. Save me the fallen, your divine grace. He's saying, my spiritual master, please save me. The line of service as drawn by you. Now the last is coming. The line of service as drawn by you is pleasing and healthy as the morning dew. So basically, Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada gave as a line of service to the Supreme Lord. How a person can practically now engage in devotional service to the Lord. And something now very interesting it says, the oldest of law, all but in a new dress. Prabhupada said the message of the Gita or the Vedas cannot be changed. Prabhupada himself, when he is writing, giving lecture on this class, poem, he said, see, this I wrote poem 1935. And he was talking to disciples some 32 years later. If the 32 years have happened, you can take my work of that time and this time. There is no change in message. I have not changed my stand. So for even the whole Guru Parampara, there is no change of stand. The whole message from millions of years, there can be no change. Truth cannot change. It is always the same. He says, what you have done in a new dress, you have repackaged in a way the people can understand, correct? And you have packaged in a way the people can be brought into Krishna consciousness, Somehow these people have to be brought into Krishna consciousness. So he said, you have done. And then he concludes very sweetly, miracle done in divine grace. Saying, my dear spiritual master, you have done a miracle. That is the truth. He is a great Vaishnava, he is an Acharya himself. He is saying, what you have done. Alone, his guru built 64 matas, did a beautiful preaching, and he is saying, miracle done. The way you presented Krishna consciousness, way you revived the whole mission of Krishna consciousness, taking the effort of your father and continuing to push it forward, what you have done is a miracle. Single-handedly, Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada brought this whole movement, single-handedly. In fact, he had, after his father and his spiritual master both left the world, he was in great pain, Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, and he went to Mayapur and he was doing intense tapasya there, chanting, and even eating tapasya. Lot of tapasyas he was involved, but he was just withdrawn from the world for some time. And then, after divine inspiration from the Lord, he came out. In fact, he got an instruction from the Lord, Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, his Guru. Everything will be supplied to you. Just go ahead and preach. And he came out and everything was supplied. You look, huge movement, 1,000 disciples in no time. Same thing, Prabhupada also when he was on the ship and he had a terrible heart attack there, Prabhupada thought, I will die on the ship because there is no medical help, anything, and his health has collapsed. And it is not just one day, hey, you are okay, sick, you go to the hospital next day. What do you do now? You are on a ship. It will take months to reach or so many days to reach. A hopeless condition it is. And Prabhupada got a dream in the night, that Krishna is rowing the boat and telling, do not worry. Everything will be given to you. All support will be given. Just go ahead on the mission of the Lord. So same way this principle should be there with us. I am following the spiritual master, all support will be given for me to go back to Krishna. For us, on the way, if it happens that we can help few souls, don't think we can duplicate or imitate acharyas. That is not our business. Our business is on the way back to Godhead. If somebody is, we can try our best, but first we save ourselves. But as we try, because without preaching you cannot save also, because that is the order of the acharya, and preaching doesn't happen without cooperating. So still, it's not our business to think, yeah, like an acharya will do something. So what is most important here, miracle done, your divine grace. And same way, we should also thank Srila Prabhupada, miracle done. It's a miracle. Any angle we should think, from all angles we should think, try to understand from all angles. Actually, it is a miracle. Prabhupada used to say sometimes, with 40 rupees in his pocket, $8, and to create $8 billion, is it a miracle? One businessman had come to Prabhupada, Swamiji, can you show me some miracle? They were talking, general businessman had visited Prabhupada, maybe in Bombay, Indians, and they were talking to Prabhupada. Generally, they used to become pally sometimes. Swamiji, some miracle you can show us. Because generally sadhu means he will show some gymnastics, some ash he will throw, some ring he will throw, something. And that all people can understand. So Prabhupada said, I started a venture with $8 and today it is $8 billion. Isn't that a miracle within some 6-7 years? As a businessman, he calculated, yeah, it's a miracle. $8 to $8 billion. It's a miracle. So this is the kind of miracle people can see, but this is not what we are seeing. We are seeing miracle. It is said in Caitanya Charitamrita, there was one person called Vallabha Charya. That time was Vallabha Bhatta. When he came to meet Lord Chaitanya, he asked Lord Chaitanya that, can you tell me something about Krishna? Chaitanya said, I don't know anything. You can ask Sarva Bhattacharya, Ramananda Raya. Chaitanya felt actually that he's a little proud. So at that moment, he said, no sir, why are you saying like that? Krishna Shakti Vina na hoy parivartana. Without Krishna Shakti, nobody can be converted. Nobody can convert anybody to Krishna consciousness. If you can bestow pleasure of Krishna consciousness in somebody's heart, that means you have been empowered. And you have done that. You have turned around so many people into Krishna consciousness. That shows you are not an ordinary personality. Okay? So we can just by this way, we can understand, yes, acharyas are not ordinary. And definitely best we can feel their heart. If you read, I found this book very sweet. If you can read Prabhupada books, spend some time every day. Yeah, Prabhupada is great, but then that greatness, what it manifests in my day, it doesn't manifest anything in my day. That means nothing is visible. So if you can spend some time every day and read, then that will manifest in a very strong way. Just like I was telling an example in the morning. Prabhupada says that Krishna, some people say, why did Krishna have 16,000 wives? If Krishna has 16 billion wives also, that is not even a fragment of Krishna's glories. It feels, the devotee feels that intensely in his heart. How Krishna is so great. Srila Prabhupada ki